Okay, let's talk a little bit about what I'm trying to do to the crawl punch breaker valve and regulator system. So basically, I'm trying to achieve a bigger shot count out of this gun. I've been watching a few videos on YouTube lately, and I got some pretty good ideas of how to maybe I can get more shots per field. It's just something I do want to try out and see if it does work or not. The pellets I'm going to be shooting out of the Crawl Punch Breaker 22 caliber are the Crossman Domes 14 grains or Crossman hollow points as well. They are very affordable, so that is one of the reasons I want to shoot those pellets out of this gun. This gun shoots a bunch of different pellets, very accurate out to 80-75 yards, but I do want to have a gun that doesn't make a lot of energy, about 25 foot-pounds, and that, it's a pretty good hunter, close distance, and, just a gun that is not pushing about 40, 50, 80 foot-pounds in 20 caliber. So I am trying to get the most shots per fill I can get out of this gun. So I do have a regulator for the 25 caliber Crawl Puncher Breaker. So mine is a 22. So what that means is I have a bigger air plenum in here, as you can see, just a little bit bigger than the 22. I'm sure the 22 would be just a little bit more short than this. So I do have a pretty good size plenum for this. I'm guessing it's about 15 or 20 cc's, including this. So you can kind of imagine. So something I came up with to get a higher shot count out of this gun is I made this stick for this air gun here. Basically, I have this little air tube here that I've made out of Dell ring, I believe it's what it's called. So it's basically something, it's a small air tube like this. Just a small tube of Delron, I think. And I made some holes on the sides so the air can escape, because when I insert this into here, and the way that I am making this thing work is by putting this thing here, which goes in here, meaning if I didn't make any these holes here, the air wouldn't really have space where to go through. So I had to make the holes like this, because this basically covers the top. Now, one of the springs that I have, which is this one here, goes on here basically like this, and the valve goes on top. So this is basically what I came up with, and the reason I came up with this is to have harder or heavier spring in here. So as you can see, this is a pretty stiff spring. I don't really have any other springs that are this stiff, so I guess I just gotta work with what I have. And this little piece here, I've made it out of a few different things. Basically, I got one of these little things here from the Harbor Freight, you can see, and then it does have some holes in the middle. And I also do have a smaller spacer as well, and it does have holes in the middle as well. So I got some, I'll put a picture of what I got here to go in here and also in here. So these are basically put together now. So let me show you how this works. Basically, what I'm trying to do is have something like this, and when the hammer hits the valve, this spacer here should allow the valve to be open to a certain extension. So basically, I am reducing the overall travel of the valve stem. I don't know if this is gonna break the valve stem or not, but I have more valve stems. Luckily, I have about 10, I think, of them, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and order more just in case. So this is basically what it does. I'll put it together so you guys can see it. And yeah, so this is what it does here, and the vent holes, I would say. So basically, I'm gonna put this together and show you what it does. So the last time I was shooting with this gun, it was shooting the Crossman Domes at about 1,000 feet per second, and I do have my regulator set at 120 bar, and I was still able to achieve 1,000 feet per second with the regulator being at a 120 bar. So I'm gonna keep the regulator same pressure. Now what I'm just doing is reducing the travel of the valve. I'll try to show you guys here. So that's as far as it'll go in. You can see. So what this should do is basically reduce the time the valve is open. It should reduce the overall travel of the valve. I might need to increase the pressure in here to have a more pressure in back of the valve. So since we are getting just a little bit smaller of an opening, maybe we need more pressure in back of that pellet to basically accelerate the pellet a little bit faster out of the barrel. So I'm gonna be messing with this, see if I can get the speed I want to, and also get more shots per fail. So I am trying to get about more than 60 shots per fail. If I get 80, then I know this thing works, and I just gotta tune the gun to shoot very consistent and to be very efficient as well. If I can do this, then that's gonna be great. So I am not sure when I'll be able to test this. Hopefully here soon, because it's something that is pretty cool that I'm doing, and I do want to be able to see the results. So hopefully I can test this out pretty soon. And yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Okay, so I've been messing with my Crawl Punch Breaker hammer adjustment. I am trying to get the least amount of hammer bounce out of this gun. Basically, the reason you want to do that is to get your gun to be more efficient and waste less air every shot you take. So that is one of the ways that I am going to be able to get a higher shot count out of this gun. And also it should help the accuracy as well. So I've been playing with the Galaxy 9 Plus. I've been taking slow motion footage with my phone and seeing what every adjustment I make to the hammer spring tension does to the hammer bounce. And I've been able to reduce hammer bounce a lot. Hopefully this does increase my shot count and my accuracy as well. So we are going to be watching some slow motion footage, and hopefully you guys are able to see the difference in the videos. So yeah, here we go. Okay, let's give this a go. Let's see how much the hammer bounces back after hitting the valve. Okay, that wasn't bad. Let's do half a turn in and see what happens next. Okay, we have reduced the hammer bounce. Let's do one more half a turn in and see if we can reduce the hammer bounce even more. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for watching the video. I know this is pretty boring for some of you guys, and for those of you who did stay to the very end, thanks for watching the video. Next time we are going to be testing the performance of the Crawl Punch Breaker to see if we did gain any shot count and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be sooner or later. So thanks for watching. See you until next time. Peace.